Church Kid Stories. So, this is gonna be real quick. It's just something I remember. I was like 8 years old, and when you grow up in church, because you're constantly learning, or hearing about the difference between right and wrong, and so we had been, getting like the Sunday school lessons. Of course, we hear from our parents. Everybody, they pretty much say what to do, what not to do, particularly when you're saved, what saved people do and what they don't. And so, so for a kid, you just think that everybody follows the rules, or that everybody is, not that they're perfect, but that they do the things that they say that they're going to do. And of course, like they never, they would never, break the rules or, anything like that. And so, and so I was sitting in the back of the church. I can't remember what was going on, but I remember that the church was packed. And so and so I was like maybe like in the back row, or like the second from the last row of the sanctuary. And so behind that was like, you came in the door and there was like a little overflow area where you could stand in the back there. And that was usually like, like reserved for like ushers and, or, really, really late people. And so we're sitting there. I mean, whatever is happening. And it caught me off guard because we're in church. I think offering might have been getting ready to happen, and so somebody was, people were paying attention, but they were, here and there you could hear, like just talking. So there was like noise in the background, like I heard like somebody, like I heard a swear, like from the back of me. So I immediately froze. I'm like, somebody just swore in church. Somebody just swore in church. Like, and so, I turned around, and it was like, it happened to be one of the ministers from another church that we fellowship with. And like, I was like, and I kept looking back there, and then he ended up looking at me. And when he did look at me, it was like, we kind of like just like locked eyes. And I was just like, I guess maybe my look was just like sheer shock and disappointment. And he gave me the, and so I turned around, and it really, it was just like a shock, because I'm like, somebody swore in church, but also a minister swore in church. It blew my mind. And so, cause like I said, you're in Sunday school and they're like, oh, you don't do this and you don't do that. Like, those are bad words, and like, you don't do this and something. And so I was like, well, does God know about this? So I was more disappointed than anything. I think it just kind of like I said, it blew my mind. I was just like, yo, the saints be cussing. So that's it. This is probably more of a tale of disappointment than anything. But that's my church kid story.